your life. Whatever stage you are, you can find your way to success. Never stop moving forward.
Stanbic IBTC, moving forward.
Business trends.
All right, we're going live. Mics are up. Studio silence,
Government
please.
policy.
Macro indices with market movement. Business Express on Smooth 98.1 in association with Stanbic IBTC.
Stanbic IBTC, moving forward.
And a good morning to you, Lagos. You're tuned in and listening to Smooth Breakfast on Smooth 98.1. It's 45 minutes gone past 6, which means it's time to jump into the world of detailed business conversation, or as detailed as we can get in 15 minutes. It's Business Express. In the studio with me, as usual, we've got Rotus. Good morning, Rotus.
Good morning, Folu. Good morning to everybody on this wet Thursday.
Indeed.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
And joining us in the studio, we've got a special guest coming in from Stanbic IBTC. We have Funto in the studio. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Folu. I'm good, thank you.
Fantastic.
Very
Great
tiny
to have you
voice.
here. So sweet. It's very nice. It's appropriate.
Ladybird
That's nice.
voice. Very
It's very cute. It's delicate. We like it. We like it. Lagos, we would love for you to get involved in the conversation. So please do that by sending us messages on Twitter using our hashtag BusinessExpress981. You can also send us WhatsApp messages to 0809 444 981. And as usual, we are streaming live on YouTube. So go over there and send us live messages as well if that is your preferred platform. Rotus?
Thank you. If you're on YouTube, you can see I forgot my cufflinks in the car. But okay, let's move on. Thursday stock market action. The market, it popped back up. Hey, 0.93% up. 40,992.97 points. Market cap appreciated by the same margin, 0.93 points to 14.85 trillion naira. So far this year, we're up by 7.1%. 15 gainers, 30 losers. Q6 was our top gainer, up by 5%. Sky Bank and Diamond Bank, 1-2 punch top losers yesterday, down by 9.4 and 9.1% respectively. We're still at 362 naira to the dollar. So welcome again. In fact, I'm going to tell this story. I called Funto 30 minutes before we got here because it was raining cats and dogs. I'm like, are you at the studio yet? I don't know if you're going to make it. I'll totally understand. In the calmest voice, she's like, Rotus, I'm at your office already.
Look at that.
She got here before me.
Like a real G.
Like a real superstar. So Funto, thank you for coming in despite this terrible weather we're having.
Thank you.
It's gorgeous weather.
Gorgeous.
It's cleansing weather. That's how you need to think about it.
Folu has a good positive spin for everything. That's why we love her, Folu, what is your role over at Stanbic?
So I'm an equity analyst.
Okay.
I cover the consumer goods sector.
Okay.
So basically what I do is I make buy, sell, hold recommendations on certain consumer good company stock listed on the stock exchange to my clients. Institutional investors and also retail investors as well. Perfect.
So Lagos, you guys, and I know you guys like your on-the-fly questions. Our question is going to be geared towards the consumer goods sector. If you have any particular questions for any stocks there, so that would be like a Nestle or a Cadbury and stuff like that.
Yes, Nestle, Unilever, packaged the packaged goods companies, as well as agro-allied companies.
Perfect. So can you give us an overview of your sector, how things have been looking? I'm guessing there may be price increases somewhere in that overview.
I mean, it's 2018 is looking like a better year more or less for a consumer goods companies. 2016, 2017 performance was really driven by price increases because of inflation, and because of that, a lot of them saw volumes dropping. So the exception to that was Nestle, companies like Unilever, who are basically food companies and could raise prices and keep growing volumes at the same time. But, most of the other companies saw some volume pressure for their products. So yes, we acknowledge that 2018 would be a better year for the consumer companies because inflation has been declining, interest rates are also declining. We all know about the improvements in economic growth, so we're back in positive economic growth after the recession that we went through in 2016. And also the FX environment has also been stable. So I mean, we see all of these factors as a positive for the companies that recover.
Okay.
However, we think consumer disposable incomes are still under pressure.
Right. Right.
Not it doesn't exactly reflect the improved macroeconomic indices yet. I mean, everyone can speak to this. The fact that when you go shopping, you still see some prices going up, and you need to select what exactly you can put in your basket. So
Right.
instead of, you could buy so much before, and then now you just have to be selective about what you buy. So I mean, we still see that. So. We expect some price increases in 2018.
So
not
still
too
more
much.
price increases.
Not
Good
too
gracious.
much. I mean, inflation it's coming down.
Yeah.
But year on year. I mean, prices are still up, but we think the price increases will be lower compared to what we saw in 2017 and 2016.
Okay.
And because of the fact that we expect just a little bit of price increase, we think volumes could grow in 2018.
Okay. So this is the part that my listeners particularly like, even me myself, because I haven't really dabbled in consumer goods. Maybe I've looked at the Nestle in the past. I've run away from Cadbury. Maybe you tell us something different. I don't know any consumer goods analyst who has ever picked. I mean, I don't want to beat up on Cadbury. Let me
I
stop.
was just waiting.
Let
I
me
was
stop.
like,
Yeah,
well,
let me stop.
this
Let me
is,
stop. Let me allow the experts. Let me allow the experts to speak.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're not too wrong.
Yeah.
So our preferred pick in the sector, number one, really is Nestle.
Ah.
Yes. So simply
Nothing's
because
changed. Okay.
simply because I mean, over the years they've demonstrated their superior performance in terms of profit making. Sustainability, even through the hard times, they were able to grow revenue and
Yeah.
also earnings as well. I think the main issue that they had was they had a lot of dollar loans. So after the devaluation, the debt went up in naira terms, and also interest rates went up as well. So
Yeah.
that affected their bottom line. But in terms of performance, I mean, they did better than their peers.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Nestle, of course, and I've noticed. I mean, shareholders of
good brands
Nestle.
in the
Yes,
market.
variety.
I mean,
Yeah.
People call seasoning in Nigeria Maggi, which is a Nestle brand. So it's seasoning.
Right.
There's Maggi, there's no.
Right.
But everyone calls it Maggi.
Just like
Exactly.
automatically.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we got a couple of messages coming in. Frank, I don't know who the Tolu in the studio is, but there is no one of
No,
that name
it's
in here.
Funto.
So he says, "Hi guys, Wet Wednesday indeed, but I'm still trying to find my way to the office. But I saw Stanbic 1 year target price for Okomu oil at 101 naira. Could Funto perhaps please throw more light on what's guiding this estimation?"
Thank you, Frank.
Okay, that's a really good question.
Okay.
Frank.
Very
Thank you
specific.
thank you for your question. So our expectation before was for Okomu to sort of see flat volumes in 2018.
Okay.
And then palm oil prices are sort of indexed to USD commodity prices. They're priced. So when people are setting prices in Nigeria, they look at the dollar price and then they convert it to naira. So with the devaluation, automatically palm oil prices went up, and that was really what drove the performance of Okomu and really the other oil producing company in 2016 and 2017.
Okay.
But because the currency has been stable, there's improved access to FX, so there's really more imported palm oil in the market. Prices have sort of been ticking downwards, so we thought, okay, so with flat volumes and lower prices, Okomu's revenue might decline in 2018. So revenue was stronger, and also earnings were stronger as well.
Yeah.
And then management had mentioned that there's a strategic. So we increased our target price to 101 because of that.
Okay. And so that I think you were gonna mention it anyway in
I
your
was
stock
actually,
picks, yeah?
yeah.
Okay.
So it's one of our topics as well.
Okay, cool. All right.
Still more messages coming in. Rainmaker says, Funto, what do you expect from the MPC on the consumer goods sector, coupled with the fact that we are in Ramadan and this period is characterized with a hike in food prices? And Rotus, what do you guys think about Okomu oil as the price plunge begins?
The Rainmaker, he probably watched Looper. I remember that movie, Bruce Willis. But thanks, Rainmaker, for that question. Well, again, okay, we already touched on Okomu oil already. But the MPC meeting next week, you think, I mean, as far as rates, people don't think there's going to be any change. Some say they might cut it. I don't know. Where do you stand with that?
I mean, For as a bank, I mean, we have an in-house view that they probably won't cut rates until the second half of the year.
Okay.
And this central bank governor has been pretty clear that he's looking to inflation heading into single digits. He expects that to happen soon. I think he mentioned June or July.
Right.
And then when that happens, that's when we really expect to see a rate cut.
Okay. So nothing there. All right. So okay. We've touched on Nestle already. Touched on Okumu. Any other picks you have
so
there?
we also like Unilever. So
Okay.
they also went through tough times in recent years, but their revenue performance and earnings as well has improved. They're also growing volumes while improving and increasing prices similar to Nestle. And then also they recently did a rights issue last year and paid off most of their debt. So with lower finance charges, their earnings growth outlook is really
It's pretty good for Unilever, huh?
Yeah, it's
Good
really
stuff.
positive.
All right.
Still more messages coming through. Henry Manuel asks, "Good morning to our calm analyst." Shout out to you, Funto.
Oh,
referring
thank
to you.
you.
It says, "Please, where
Thank
is?"
you, Manuel.
He says, "Where is Okumu, industrial or consumer?" Because I went to buy palm oil yesterday and I observed a marginal increase in crude palm, and I won't be happy if Okumu isn't classified as consumer goods.
So it's classified as farming food products. So food products also
Fall under
in
consumer.
Yeah.
All the questions are on Okumu oil. That's very interesting.
Very
guys.
interesting, right?
Everybody
So
likes
we can see where people's minds are.
Yes.
Okay, so we've touched on Okumu, touched on Unilever, touched on Nestle. Anything else you like?
Yes. So we also like Nascon, the salt company.
Oh,
and,
okay.
And Dangote sugar refinery.
Dangote Sugar had to be in there. He had to. Of course, he had to be in
I
there.
mean,
Okay.
both companies they're both dominant players in their sectors. So Nascon is the market leader in a 2-player sector. Dangote Sugar is also the market leader in a 3-player sector. They have relatively little debt, which is good in terms of earnings growth. They also have high dividend yields. So both of them really in our coverage universe, they have some of the highest. So Nascon has an 8% yield and Dangote Sugar has a 7% yield that we're estimating for 2018. And then because they are the dominant players in the sectors, they have strong pricing power, so they are able to raise prices when they need to.
When things
cost
get tight.
pressures- Yes, exactly.
And chop money.
And then the last 40 seconds, Diko, that's at PDOL up on Twitter, says, "What's the fair value and preferred entry price for Nestle?"
So we have a target price right now of 1681 for Nestle.
That's 1,681 naira.
Yes,
Yeah, cool. Okay.
1,681 naira for Nestle.
Okay. So I had questions here on we had other topics. NNPC's losses, the article wanting to float the naira, but
So sorry.
consumer goods took up everything. And of course, we always take up your guys' questions because it's you guys that drive the show. So thank you to all the Okumu fans out there that.
In the last 10 seconds, Benga Kamu had a completely different question. He said, "How does the increase of the budget numbers help the ordinary Nigerian?"
Benga, you want to? That's a freshly pressed question. Ask Folu answer that question.
That will be answered at 7:30.
Yeah, exactly. Funto, thank you so much for joining us
Thank
today.
you guys for
Appreciate
having
you.
me. Thank you.
And so if you have any questions or asset management, stock picks, you guys holla at Stanbic.
Yes,
They'll take care of you.
Stanbic IBTC, come to us.
Good stuff.
Thank you very much. Yes, Freshly Pressed will be answering some interesting budget questions
Benga.
at 7:30. So make sure you stay tuned for that. We are Smooth Breakfast on Smooth 98.1.
The headlines.
Thank you.
Quickly.
Yeah, it
Yes.
does. It does.
It flies by.
It flies. It flies by. So sure you can see
all the things so Rotus just gave me.
I know. See, I know.
It happens that way. But it's best because sometimes there aren't that many questions or people don't contribute as much, and then you've got this space, and it's the most horrible feeling
See, I told
to
you.
not be prepared.
When you know how-
Sitting there and sweating. 2 minutes to waffle. So.
What did we talk about?
Always best. Always best.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Bye, Folu.
Bye. Have a good day.